Hello and welcome to my day 2. It's an incredible journey and I'm still not quite sure really how I feel about it all. As in, I woke up feeling rather nervous and I was thinking, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to kind of fit in an additional commitment on top of pretty much everything else I do? And then I thought, well, hang on, just take it easy. One day to the next. So this is what I'm trying to do. So today on my agenda, I thought after yesterday, obviously you've seen the video, I had to kind of jump in and learn how to do it all in the Premiere Pro. I've never used Premiere Pro, so I had to install it on my computer, which is great. We do have the Creative Cloud, so that's not a problem. And then I was like, what do I do? And my first question was, Mike, can you come and help? And he was great because he explained to me exactly what I need to do. And then I've edited everything myself. So that's fab. And then the next question came up after that in my head. I'm thinking, am I allowed to ask Mike for help? I mean, is that cheating? Average viewer is not going to have Mike on the other side of the room that they can just pull over and say, can you help, please? It's kind of making me feel a little bit like a fraud, and I just don't know really how to approach it. So we will have to kind of wait and see. I'm really grateful for his support. He's absolutely fantastic and he knows his stuff. And I'm just this newbie kind of stripping all the information from him. But the whole idea of this is obviously to show you that certain things are possible and kind of just show you the whole audio journey that we are taking here. We also have a name, as you've seen again on the video yesterday, which I've recorded very spontaneously, like not planned, not scripted, not in any way rehearsed. Mike and I, we were sitting here thinking, okay, so what could I call this? And it all started from when I was trying to save the files. What do I call this? What is it? And I came up with this name of Audio Unicorn, something unique, something different. So that's going to stay. So it's Audio Unicorn, and I'm going to use that hashtag to post various things, etc. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm very excited about that name. I think that's quite cool. It's something different. And I really am grateful for all the wonderful comments and support on both Facebook and YouTube just after day 1, which is fantastic. And very quickly it became apparent that I need to turn this into a podcast. Well, podcasting is audio, which is great. And I think it would be wonderful to kind of post it as an audio journal too. So my very next step is going to be converted into a podcast. Now, to many of you, it may come as a surprise that I've actually never done a podcast myself from start to finish. I've always had a lot of wonderful help. We have fantastic resources. I mean, heck, we produce podcasts for a living, but I've never actually done it myself. And I thought, yeah, whilst the easy thing would be to just, reach out to one of our producers and say, there is my podcast, can you just do it? But I don't think that's going to be quite fun. So I'm going to, at least at the very start, try and see how it goes with post-production of my podcast and just setting everything up. I am also going to submit everything to iTunes under my name. Again, I've never done this myself. It was always Mike who's done those things. It's the techie things that I've never dared to touch. So I'm going for that. And I'm going to do everything. I'm going to even do the artwork. I'm not a designer. Heck, I'm not a designer, but I'm going to see if I can cheat the system with tools that I found. And I just want to do it fast. I want to approach it with progress over perfection. I can perfect it back later, because I think many people, and I've seen this with clients who come to work with us, I've seen that a lot of people are really very huge perfectionists, and they really stall the progress of the project because of tiny details. And, you are thinking, okay, so I want to start a podcast. So what do I actually need? So this was one of the questions I've asked myself before switching the camera on. Okay, I need an equipment. Great. I've already got this. So ticked point. I need something to record into. Okay, Adobe Audition ticked. I've got this. And I hope that I will be able to do the basic stuff. And if not, my next question is it okay for me to use Mike's presets? They are kind of available out there, so it's not like using Mike. That's what's going through my head at the moment. Anyway, I probably can't do it without the presets at the moment. And then I need an artwork. I've got a plan for that. And that video is going to come up maybe tomorrow or the day after. And I really have a really nifty plan for that. So I hope this is going to work. And if it's going to work, then it's going to be like, wow, this is brilliant. So wait for that. I also need to submit my feed to iTunes, and I need to convert the videos into audio. Well, I do have audio separately, so that's kind of done. Then the next thing is like, do I need intro and outro? And I'm just going to launch without. Yes, I can do it later. It happens that I do know a company that does it. So, okay, that's good. But again, I just don't want it to be like so polished and perfect. It's just not, it's going to be very rough. So I'm launching without an intro and outro. It's just going in. And then I thought, okay, do I need a website? I don't even know it. I probably do need a website. I haven't thought that part through yet. But I'm probably going to try and nest it under one of the websites we already have. I hope Mike says yes. And then I will have to figure out how to link it all into WordPress. And I will need some sort of funky audio player. Do I even need it? I don't even know at this stage. So we will see. If I can launch it with a bare minimum, that's exactly what I'm going to do. As we say, progress over perfection. If it's out there, it's out there. I'm kind of treating YouTube as my main platform. And then adding audio part as an afterthought, because I think that makes sense. It's if you think about it, the main part is the video that you are seeing hopefully right now, and the audio is already there, so it makes sense to use it. So that's how I'm going to approach it. As I say, it may not be right. Listen, it may totally not be right. It may go totally against all the sane advice out there. I'm just going to see how this works. I mean, I'm approaching this as a total newbie, so let's have a look what happens. And I will make mistakes. And if I do something really silly, please tell me in the comments. Just please be nice, because there's nothing worse than knocking somebody's efforts with like, you've done this wrong. This is just so totally wrong and whatever. So please try to be nice and delicate and gentle. It's all very, very fun. So this is the podcast part, and then I thought to get started, I probably should learn a little bit of production every day, as in, maybe play with a specific feature or vocal effects. I think in all of this, all right, so I was trying to analyze the whole thing of becoming an audio producer and knowing more about audio. And I thought if I was to strip this down, I would put it down to, okay, you have a recorded voice. Again, great. I feel very privileged because I have a lot of voices that I can access with all the projects that we work on at Music Radio Creative. But I have the voices, so that's great. So the first aspect is to work on the voice, add vocal effects. And I mean, there are like million of vocal effects or possibilities to even approach it. And I think that that's going to be the most complex part of my learning, because then the next part is adding music, adding sound effects. But those are external sounds. And yes, there is that part of the composition. So I guess that's where the creativity comes to. And I think that's where the whole thing of can everyone be the audio producer will come to surface, because can everyone be creative? Can everyone think of like really funky ways to incorporate music and sound effects into other sounds? So I might find that challenging. I just don't know yet. We will just see. And then the last part is just kind of mastering and mixing it all together, making it sound good. And again, I guess that there is a whole world of this out there that I will need to learn. So I thought what I'm going to start with is I'm kind of like 90% decided that I will start with using Mike's presets, because they kind of land me in the good starting point. and then I will explore things from there, because otherwise I just feel like I don't know enough to just dive in and try to be smart, if that makes sense. And I kind of wanted to be good from the start, because I think that if I'm going to be producing something that sounds totally not good, I'm going to really lose my faith in myself and give up before I even started. So let me know. I would love to know if you can let me know in the comments if you think that by pulling in the resources like presets that Mike has, is that a good thing? Or is that, should I do it in the learning journey or should I not, And I just don't know. I just don't know what's right or wrong. So I hope that you can help me with that. So, so in a second you will see my first attempts from today. I'm very excited, and thank you for following the journey. Hello, it's me again. Right, so this is my practice, daily practice. Let's call it my daily practice. And I am going to go inside the audition and start a new multi-track session. Now, I am going to sort of use Mike's presets. I do hope it's okay. So audio, unicorn, 1. Let's call it 1. You will see in a minute why I wanted to use his presets. But anyway, let's, as I said, progress over perfection. I have found something I want to use from Rebecca.
Atlas Plus Radio, a blend of music from all of the world.
Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do with that. So I'm going to put her in. And I shall use her first take. Let's have a look.
Atlas Plus Radio, a blend of music from all of the world.
All right. So what can I do with this? I have some sound effects library here. I am going to, I don't know, it's kind of...
Atlas Plus Radio, a blend of music from all of the world.
Right. Let me play first of all with this. I don't even know whether I'm doing this correctly.
Atlas Plus Radio.
I wanted to put the radio separately, but I don't know if I can pull it out without...
Atlas Plus Radio.
I think that's the part. Let's hope so.
Atlas Plus Radio.
That didn't sound good, did it?
Atlas Plus Radio.
I don't know. How about we do something like this? I'm just copying and pasting here. I don't even know whether that's going to be good. So just bear with me.
Radio. I
don't know. I'm just going to have fun. Yeah, and I guess I hope that some wisdom will come with time. So let's see.
A blend of music from all of the world.
All right. Let's choose some really cool music track for this. Let's have a little look. I don't know. Let's see. No, maybe. Right, I'm just going to pull this in. I do like the start of this. I don't know whether you caught that. Hang on, how do I do this? Can you see? Let's have a little look. See that part before this? So let me just take that. As I say, this is just fun and I'm having fun. So let's have a look. I don't want to put it in here. I'll put it in here. Let's see what happens.
Atlas Plus Radio. Atlas Plus Radio.
By the way, I really like how visual audio production can be. Can you see this? It's like, that literally keeps me sane. I'm a visual person. If I couldn't do this, it probably wouldn't work. So let's see.
Atlas Plus Radio. Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of...
No, this kind of has to be something more now, doesn't it? Let's have a look. How about we put it as echo?
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music.
No, that doesn't sound right, does it? Let's have a look.
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music from all.
Right, we need this somehow extended. There was this feature that I remember Mike telling me about a long time ago. Hang on, was that remix? That's what it was. Enable remix. So what it will do, it will like stretch that piece of music to however long I want it without me doing anything else. So let's have a look. You see? And there it is. Let's see if that works.
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music from.
Hang on, and we need a little bit more. No, come on.
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music from all of the world.
We kind of need something.
Atlas Plus Radio.
Hang on, I'm just going to put it in again and see if there is any other piece of that track that we can... I could really do with like seeing the whole thing. All right. This is probably going to be laughing matter, but... Oh, that's quite cool. Hang on. Right, let's cut it there. I'm just going to take that and see if I can experiment with this. Right. Let's see what happens if I do this.
Of music from all of the world.
No, it's a bit too loud though as well.
Of music from all of the world.
All right, let's bring this down in volume. There you go, volume. Let's bring it. Can I bring this down? Can I drag this? Yes, I can. Let's have a look.
A blend of music from all of the world.
Hang on, I wonder. We probably could do something like this, right?
A blend of music from all of the world.
Ooh, no.
A blend of music from all of the world.
It probably does not sound right at all.
A blend
But
of
it's
music
fun. I
from
actually really
all
enjoy
of
it.
the world.
Right, let's listen to the whole thing.
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music from all of the world.
I don't know. Is that enough? I'm kind of thinking it's cool. I actually have really fun. It's a cool creative process. It actually gets, I feel like doing something like this, like just having a mess, it's totally unprepared, totally unscripted. And I'm thinking that just having that little mess of just pulling things together, cutting, pasting, making it louder, it's just kind of brain enhancing activity. And yeah, you know, at this stage, I'm definitely not a words-worthy producer, but it's just fun. And I guess that's how everything that we do should be. It should be fun. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't be forced. It shouldn't be something you have to do. It's just something you get to do. So let me just have one quick listen and see if there is anything else I need to do with this.
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music from all of the world.
Like that, you know, I think that's kind of cool. I like how the remix works. It's good to know that it doesn't always kind of, you can't pull it that long, you know what I mean. I think there is a limit as to how far you can stretch it when you have a short piece of stuff. But it's also another thing. You see, I've picked it up from Mike for such as, I mean, he's obviously a brilliant producer. But I've picked it up from him where he just cuts the end of music and uses it as a finishing piece. I think that's totally genius, and I think that kind of has a good potential to be something even more. So I will experiment with that as we go along. So I'm going to save this. Let me have a quick look. So this is what I think I need to do. What do I need to do? Track, mix down. Right, let's do that. Let's have a one listen.
Atlas Plus Radio. A blend of music from all of the world.
Well, that will just have to be. So let me save this, and I'm just going to, let's just call it that. And that's it. It's me done for the Friday. I had fun. It was really good. I hope you did too. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And let me know what you think. It's #AudioUnicorn. That's what it is. I'm going to chase that hashtag across the social media platforms. So cool. Thank you. Bye-bye.